for the latest news break coming in, viewers, right on top of To The Point. BJP's big meet on 2024 first list of candidates for Lok Sabha fight underway. The BJP huddle for Lok Sabha ticket distribution. Prime Minister Modi to attend the BJP Central Committee meet. The BJP's top brass will assess. Home Minister Amit Shah, JP Nadda to also attend this meeting. The BJP will decide, viewers, on the first list of the Lok Sabha. So what is being speculated? Number one, it seems on the first list will be Prime Minister's name fighting from Varanasi. The Home Minister Amit Shah's name fighting from his constituency of Gandhinagar. You have Rajnath Singh in all probability fighting again from Lucknow, and Nitin Gadkari fighting from Nagpur. These are the names in all probability which will make it to the first list. But the BJP right now in a huddle in the national capital to ease out all the creases, if one might suggest, if there are any at all, and come up with the first list. I want to bring in my colleague Aishwarya Paliwal, who's reporting live from this meeting as it ensues, takes place. Aishwarya, what are you picking up? Are we going to get a list of names by this evening, or is it something that will be deliberated and released later? And if at all, what are the names in the running that will make it to the first list?
Well, Preeti, some of the names, you have already mentioned from what we are hoping and expecting the first list to have the top four leaders. And also we are expecting Smriti Irani's name and Anurag Thakur's name also to be on the first list. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be here at the BJP headquarters in about half an hour from now. The deliberations have already begun, but once Prime Minister comes, that's when the final stamp, the moher, as we say, Preeti, that will be put on the names. We are expecting 100 to 120 names to be out. We are expecting the list to be out in the next 24 to 48 hours. What we will see in this list, Preeti, obviously are the top leaders of the Bharatiya Janata Party. We will also see some of those seats which the BJP has never won, the C and the D. So those are also some things which they will be looking at, and we'll also see, Preeti, in days to come more representation of the women, because that's something that the Bharatiya Janata Party and Prime Minister Narendra Modi has been focusing for the big 2024 elections.
Aishwarya, what are we looking at? So the first list in all probability will have the Prime Minister's name fighting from Varanasi, and the other details that we gave out earlier of Amit Shah, of Rajnath Singh, of Nitin Gadkari. But along with that, is there a buzz right now in BJP circles that all the top leaders in the cabinet coming in from Rajya Sabha will now be made to fight the Lok Sabha elections?
Well, most of them, Preeti, yes, definitely, because this is something which has been ongoing. All the leaders, not now, over the past 6 months, the top leadership of the Bharatiya Janata Party President JP Nadda has had conversations with all those leaders who were elected from the Rajya Sabha. They were asked, you tell us which state you would like to go to and fight elections, contest elections. So definitely we will see some of the top leaders, those who were earlier in the Rajya Sabha and now are no longer with the Rajya Sabha, all of them also going back and fighting elections from Lok Sabha. Some of the top names obviously have been doing rounds, but typical BJP, we cannot be very, very sure of whether all those people will be fighting. But yes, we understand that some of the top leaders will definitely be asked to fight the Lok Sabha elections. Smriti Irani, we also see might be coming up in the first list. That's also something
when
we are expecting.
When does the official first list get released, Aishwarya?
Any time from the next couple of hours till tomorrow full day. That's what we are expecting.
Okay.
We also, are looking at maybe a PC being done by BJP, not tonight, but maybe in the next 24 to 48 hours.
All right, in the next 24 hours, the BJP comes up with its first list. Many would juxtapose here. The BJP is coming together and already formulating its list number one for elections 2024. On the other hand, the Congress is also in a huddle, but practically to save their own state or their own government in the north, the only one in the north of India. Appreciate you joining us, Aishwarya. Thank you there. Meanwhile, as we are talking about list, viewers, at one, you have the BJP in a huddle. 24 hours could be the names in the first list. The Prime Minister would, in all probabilities, find a mention right on top. You will have the Home Minister, Amit Shah, you'll have Rajnath Singh, you'll have Nitin Gadkari, and some other names making it to the first list. We'll know it in the next few hours, or at least, at the best, in the next 24 hours. There's also speculation going on within the Congress. And why I say that, Rahul Gandhi may not fight from Wayanad this time. Rahul Gandhi may be eyeing Telangana as his next stop. After Amethi and Wayanad, Congress MP Rahul Gandhi is gearing up for the Telangana Takkar, we are being told. As per sources, Rahul is considering two constituencies, Khammam and Bhubaneswar. This comes after CPI in Kerala announced Annie Raja, D. Raja's wife, as its candidate from Wayanad. What has added buzz to the news is that Congress leader from Telangana are pitching for Rahul to contest from one of the 17 Lok Sabha seats in the state. Let's quickly cut across right now to our guest this evening, Dr. Ajay Alok, National Spokesperson, Bharatiya Janata Party, Sanjay Jha, Political Analyst, Amitabh Tiwari, Political Analyst, Sanjay Singh, Consulting Editor, IANS. Dr. Ajay Alok, beginning with you, when do we hear the first list being made official?
Well, we are an organized party, Preeti, and being the world's largest party is definitely, we do things according to the plan. And today the Central Election Commission is sitting and they will have a meeting, PM will chair it. And very soon you'll see that we have started announcing our candidates.
Okay. Dr. Ajay Alok, tell us, just for interest.
Time in taking decisions.
But, Dr. Alok, just for interest, there's a lot of buzz that a lot of, your leaders who are in the cabinet through the Rajya Sabha, the likes of Nirmala Sitharaman, the likes of Mr. S. Jaishankar, would all now be fighting Lok Sabha elections. Any truth in that? You want to at least, help us through this speculation?
See, we are a party, we are not scared of fighting elections. Everybody wants to fight an election. We are one party where any of the workers, if you give them a choice, won't like to go to Rajya Sabha or Vidhan Parishad. They will like to fight the elections and come to directly through representing people. So this is absolutely, this question doesn't make sense that will they go and fight. Everybody wants to fight. We are not one who will take a Rajya Sabha or a Vidhan Parishad, like what you are saying in the opposition camp. That before elections are being announced, people are just taking the safe seat and they're so-called big leaders. We are all Karyakarta, ready to face people anytime, and we like to gel with people. We don't want to stay away from the people.
Well, let's see if
because
that...
we owe it to them and we own the people.
All right, let's see if that really happens. Till now, I'll just tell you who all have actually announced their candidates. Some parties have done it. The Aam Aadmi Party has done it. They've announced 4 candidates in Delhi. Their candidate in Gujarat is already campaigning. The Congress right now in a bit of a disarray, at least where the tickets are, being considered, because they're busy firefighting what's going on in the state of Himachal Pradesh. But I want to bring in Amitabh Tiwari as well as Sanjay Singh into this conversation. Amitabh Tiwari, the first list of the Bharatiya Janata Party once again will reimpose the hegemony that is what we are expecting. The Prime Minister from Banaras, you'll have an Amit Shah from Gandhinagar, a Rajnath Singh from Lucknow, and, then a Mr. Gadkari from Nagpur. What's the messaging in all of it?
See, the messaging is clearly that if you recall 2019, the first list was out on 21st March. That is 11 to 12 days after the model code of conduct was in place. This time, the list, if it is announced today or tomorrow, comes at least 3 weeks before the list which was announced in 2019 and earlier than the dates on which the Lok Sabha seats have been, Lok Sabha elections have been announced. So this tends to show that the BJP wants to gain a first mover advantage and show that it is fairly prepared, well prepared to face the elections, and also shows the confidence of the party going ahead into the 2024 elections. Of course, the tall leaders' names will be there, but mind you, in 2019, 37% of MPs were denied tickets. So we could see a lot of fresh names. Almost 99 MPs were denied tickets in 2019, and we've already seen that there are 21 vacancies, in the sense that 21 MPs were pushed to contest in the Vidhan Sabha elections in the 3 states in December. There are 24 Rajya Sabha candidates, including some heavyweights, ministers, who have not been renominated. So they could be asked to contest Lok Sabha elections, and their names.
Amitabh Tiwari, what's your best bet? Who can we expect?
As in from Rajya Sabha, or
Rajya Sabha, the cabinet ministers from Rajya Sabha.
I mean, from Rajya Sabha, we should expect Rajiv Chandrasekhar to contest. We can even expect
And Nirmala Sitharaman and S. J. Shankar, all of them coming in.
To contest Lok Sabha elections
Right.
from Modi.
All right, I want to bring in Sanjay Singh into this conversation. Sanjay Singh, you know, what's interesting is the BJP, if you've looked back, be it state assembly, elections or now national elections, Lok Sabha, is never quite shy of cutting tickets. Buzz has it that possibly even in Delhi, 6 of the 7 candidates might lose their ticket. You're on mute, sir.
The BJP has been experimented, and I think Prime Minister Modi, when he was Chief Minister of Gujarat, since then he started this practice in assembly election, in municipal corporations,
All right, we can barely hear you.
And also when it came to parliamentary elections and assembly elections in whatever states. So some, of course, some previous MPs would, I don't think they would be repeated. Good number of them will have to go. For Rajya Sabha, I think the scenario is very, very interesting, going to be very interesting. I know some very important leaders who are looking for their constituency as to from where they should contest. Even leader of Rajya Sabha, which is Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal, he also perhaps will contest somewhere in Maharashtra, possibly Mumbai.
All right, you're right. Lots of buzz there, but there's lots of buzz also, Sanjay Jha, where it comes down to Rahul Gandhi now possibly contesting from Telangana and letting go of Wayanad, which you yourself know will lead to a massive political storm of sorts. It's already erupting, where once again he'll be charged of not sticking to a constituency.
Preeti, I will refuse to commit myself to a statement on a matter which is speculative in nature. I do think that Amethi is pretty much a very high potential place where I think you will see a contest, and I
he could do it again. Last time, Sanjay, he did Amethi and Wayanad. He could do Telangana, a seat in Telangana and Amethi.
Well, I do believe that if I know Rahul well, he will continue to be in Wayanad. I think he will nurse the constituency. From what I have heard from people down in Kerala, he's had a very excellent relationship with the people in the constituency. Good work has been done, visible and also really solid work, and they have managed to build a very good, shall we say, direct relationship with all the key issues that confront the people of Wayanad. But, I think at this point of time, the challenge for the Congress, in my opinion, is to invigorate its workers, because you win an election not by leaders making rhetorical speeches. You win if your workers are motivated and believe that your party can actually win. And I think that is critical. This Himachal episode, unfortunately, I believe, has been negative in terms of the repercussion, because people will get some kind of an apprehension that even when you're running 3 states, you suddenly become so susceptible that when you got 40 MLAs and the opposition has 25 and they win the Rajya Sabha seat, I mean, that's appalling. So somewhere down the line, I think the messaging for the Congress party is very critical. And I think politics is one on perception. If you really, Preeti, look at the statement of Modi, 370, it's ridiculous. 400, this is nothing but all rhetoric and, just trying to create a hype. They will probably.
But Sanjay, you're contradicting yourself. No, because ultimately politics is a game of perception, and the Prime Minister is building perfect perception.
Yeah. No, but it's one thing to manufacture a balloon. But I'm just going to say that at the end of the day, I do believe that the Congress needs to fix the image that we are still struggling to come to terms with beating the BJP, because the BJP is giving the impression that the deal or the verdict is already done, which also can boomerang on the BJP, because people don't like to be taken for granted. I think this arrogance can also backfire on the BJP.
All right, okay. Dr. Ajay Alok, you want to come in? Because yes, politics is a game of perception. So while you're building into 370 and 400 par, but where Telangana is concerned, where you'd like to hold on to what your tally was the last time around, and you'll have a Rahul Gandhi coming in after the Congress has already won the state. In terms of perception, that could work against you in a state like Telangana and neighboring Karnataka.
Not at all, Preeti. Well, my friend Sanjay, he's just saying that it's all rhetorics and all 370, 400. Well, come May end of this year, you will see how what you're calling rhetoric is a reality. First of all, it's not arrogance. It's a trust. It's a trust from the people. It's trust for the people. What we do, trust the people, and people have trust on us. They have faith in the Narendra Modi's leadership ability, that how he has taken country forward in the last 10 years. Now, interestingly, Rahul Gandhi contesting from Telangana, you said we are going to hold on our 4 seats what we have in Telangana. Mark my words again. We are going to have double-digit figures in Telangana in this Lok Sabha elections. With Rahul Gandhi coming in Telangana, it will improve our prospects much better. Anyway, today I was watching a movie. Sanjay must have watched it. 3 Idiots.
But Dr. Alok, there's
Aamir Khan's
something.
name was Ranchhod Das Chanchad.
Right.
Very interesting.
No, but Dr. Alok, while you I'll give you time to.
His name was Ranchhod Das Chanchad.
Make your point. Make your point, sir.
Yeah, his name was Ranchhod Das Chanchad. So in last election, Rahul Gandhi, he did exactly the same thing. Ranchhod. उन्होंने run छोड़ दिया. Went to Wayanad. Then he absolutely left North India when he started comparing North India to South India. Now he's again leaving the run. He's again leaving the battle. So Ranchhod is the proper, instead of calling Rahul Gandhi, he should be called as Ranchhod Gandhi. That's a nice name actually. Sanjay will agree to that.
No, Dr. Ajay Alok, you made that analogy, but you also spoke of how Rahul Gandhi will only help your cause in Telangana. When you're in the heat of election, there's also something called a bit of arrogance and overconfidence. And that's a line you don't want to tread on the other side, especially right before an election. You might want to wait in on that, but you're confident with what you say. But I want to bring in, I'll cut across back to our guests and bring in Mr. Tiwari into this conversation. Amitabh Tiwari, when you look at Telangana and Rahul Gandhi now possibly being fielded in the realm of speculation from Telangana, do you see this help Congress and the India Alliance, especially where Telangana is concerned, a big boost perception-wise?
See, big leaders generally contest from 2 seats. If you recall, in 2014, PM Modi also contested.
Vadodara and yes.
However, if Rahul Gandhi contests from both Kerala and Telangana, then it is going to send a very wrong message.
But what if he contests from Amethi and Telangana?
Amethi and Telangana is fine because he is contesting, he is trying to regain 1 seat which is lost in 2019, and you lose elections. I mean, torn leaders have lost elections, not a big deal. And then trying to consolidate the recent gains made in Telangana. The names of the seats which you are discussing, Bongir and Khammam, in both the seats, Congress has done fairly well in the Lok Sabha, in the recent Vidhan Sabha elections. However, 2 seats from south of India will send a very, very wrong message. So the party has to be very careful about that, number 1. Number 2, the second seat which they choose, again, should not have a high minority population, because Wayanad itself has a high minority population. And if you choose such a similar seat, then it will again send a very wrong message and give ammunition to the BJP to target Congress and Rahul Gandhi.
But, but Sanjay Singh, as I bring you in, Sanjay Jha, I'll come back to you. Give me a minute. Let me just bring in Sanjay Singh. Not to choose a seat with a high minority population, because that will make the BJP come down and already reinforce what the stereotype is of the Congress party. But away from all of this election, in any case, there seems to be an understanding that where the minority vote is concerned, the Congress will cannibalize that. So why not build on it?
See, you rightly said, Congress, I think in this election, Congress, minority votes are going to be consolidated towards Congress. It has already done so in Telangana and also in Karnataka, where minority votes have gravitated to the Congress party. But when it comes to parliamentary election, and Rahul Gandhi being their de facto leader, and de facto in the sense the main decision maker, the family's kind of heir, and so on and so forth. So Rahul Gandhi going back to Wayanad again, particularly when there are also voices from within the India Alliance. That is, CPM has come out very strongly against Rahul Gandhi candidature from Wayanad. CPI has already been led candidate, and there are reports that IUML also wants 3 seats and is very keen to contest from Wayanad. Now Rahul Gandhi, whether or not he contests from Wayanad, if he shifts to Telangana or Karnataka or wherever else, I think that is going to be kind of a big talking point from now on to the time he actually decides whether or not to contest from Wayanad or from somewhere else. If he goes to Amethi, I think that would be we all would like to see Smriti Irani versus
You're right
Rahul
there.
Gandhi
That's what political journalism dreams are made of, to see a juicy contest like Rahul and Smriti again in Amethi. But we're sticking to Telangana. I want to bring back Sanjay Jha into this conversation. Sanjay, you wanted to make a point. Go ahead, sir.
Preeti, I respectfully disagree with my friend Amitav and I think Mr. Singh. It is a tragedy of our times that we are actually normalizing the BJP playbook of polarization. I mean, saying that Rahul Gandhi should not stand from a constituency which has a high minority population makes everyone an apologist for being secular. I mean, how sad is that? I mean, I remember Amit Shah making a statement the last time in 2019 elections, and I believe Ajay Alok, my friend, maybe in the BJP today, but I'm sure he doesn't agree with that at the core. Amit Shah made a statement on Wayanad when the flags were out. I don't know whether this is India or Pakistan. This is the BJP's senior most leader talking about one of India's most educated, advanced states of Kerala and saying, I don't know whether it's India or Pakistan. I mean, this tells you to absolutely pathetic, abysmal level of our political dialogue. So I think if Rahul Gandhi stands from Wayanad, I would say stand from any constituency, no matter who's in a majority or a minority, doesn't matter. In fact,
but then Sanjay, as I bring in Dr. Ajay Alok into this conversation, when you say stand from any constituency, this is possibly, many would suggest, where the Congress goes wrong, because you guys just don't do your math, you don't electioneer, you don't manage, and that's why you end up losing. You've got to pick a constituency most favorable.
But Preeti, I was responding to the statement made by Amitav and backed by Sanjay Singh that don't stand in a place which has a large minority population, because that gives BJP an opportunity to paint you as a minority appeasing party. I think that's a preposterous argument. This country, you cannot say that I will not stand. I mean, every constituency is a constituency that goes to parliament. They're represented by the people of India. And for all of us to become an apologist worrying about what the BJP will say, I think that is very shameful. I'm sorry.
All right, Ajay Alok, you want to weigh in on that?
Well, first of all, when Amit Bhai said this kind of a statement, he made this kind of a statement, nobody knows. You know it better. But yes, when Firhad Hakim of Mamata Banerjee's cabinet minister made a statement in Calcutta that this is mini Pakistan, I didn't hear any sentence from Sanjay Jha or from that matter any Congress persons. So I don't know. It happens selectively. See, you don't fight or select a constituency, just that you represent this parliament constituency for this time, and second time you again leave that and go to another parliament constituency, whichever suits you politically. No, sir. You make a tuning, you make a bonding with your constituency. You nurture the constituency. This attitude of Gandhi family, that's what kept UP, Amethi, Raebareli and the whole UP away from development for so many years. He has been representing Amethi from 2004. Not a single highway to Lucknow, a 4-lane highway was made. Forget about highways and all, electrification and all, everything. Not even a DM or collectorate office was even made. Smriti Irani, on the other hand, 2014 she lost, but she never left Amethi. She kept on working for it, and today the shape of and the shape and the everything of Amethi has changed because she has developed an emotional bond with Amethi. She has even built up a house.
All right, Sanjay Jha, that's a fair point, and I want to close the debate on that. I want to come back to you or what Dr. Alok just said. You've got to nurture a constituency. You cannot decide every election to pick a constituency which seems more favorable and then contest.
Is that for me?
Yes, sir.
Is that for me?
You, sir.
Yeah, Preeti, let me tell you this. I don't think, based on what I know, I don't think Rahul Gandhi is abandoning Wayanad at all. Point number two, and I will say so again, that I think aren't Muslim citizens of this country? Can I ask my friend Ajay Alok, isn't a Muslim a citizen of this country? And when Amit Shah or anybody makes a statement that it appears like Pakistan, shouldn't we be appalled? And Ajay, let me refresh your memory.
Dr. Alok didn't say that. Dr. Alok, 10 seconds, I'm closing the show there. Dr. Alok.
This matter went to the election commission, Ajay. And obviously the election
we all
commission
know that we all know that Muslims are citizens of this country. We have a member of parliament as a Muslims, which you always constantly ignored in Kashmir from Gujar community. But Muslim being a citizen and Muslim appeasement and your politics being based on Muslim, that's a two complete different story what Congress has been practicing for the last 70 years.
May I be allowed to end on that? I apologize. I wanted to carry the discussion on, but that's all the time that we have for now. Appreciate all of you for joining us. But we're going to be talking about it sooner than later, viewers, especially in the coming days. But for now, the BJP is in a huddle. In the next 24 hours, you'll know their first list. The Prime Minister's name will be right on top. And in all probability, it's going to be Banaras, Varanasi again. On the other hand, the Congress is firefighting in Himachal Pradesh, far from figuring out their first list. But speculation that Rahul Gandhi might fight from Telangana.